Welcome to this explainer by Forge College. I'm your host, and today we're diving right into the final, absolutely crucial steps of our Web 2 integration on Solana track. We are wrapping up the Scaling and Best Practices module, getting you fully prepped for the final capstone build with documentation synthesis and project draft. Okay, hold on, don't run away. I know documentation is the ultimate developer trigger word, the thing that sends us all running for the hills. But stick with me. We're going to tackle this efficiently, painlessly, and dare I say, make it kind of fun. We're going to transform your brilliant engineering into a rock-solid, production-ready blueprint.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the documentation dilemma, move on to gathering your artifacts, look at the scaffolding script, break down the 3 pillars, talk about passing the inspection, and finally cover our next steps.
All right, Section 1, the documentation dilemma.
We've all been there, right? You just spent weeks architecting this gorgeous Solana API. You've tuned all the runtime knobs, the code is literal perfection. And then, management says, hey, time to write the docs. Cue the dread. Staring at a blank page is universally intimidating. So you might be wondering, why on earth are we drafting documentation right now, before the final implementation is totally locked in? Well, it's because human memory is frankly terrible. If you wait until the very end, you're going to forget the nuances of your own brilliance. We need to capture your rationale and empirical data right this second, while it is completely fresh in your mind.
Moving on to Section 2, gathering your artifacts.
Here is the best news you're going to hear all day. You are not actually starting from scratch. No blank pages here. You're really just gathering the raw materials you've already built along the way. Think of it like a giant puzzle. We just need to pull together 3 crucial JSON artifacts. First, your service level objectives, or SLOs, basically your system's performance promises from the project kickoff. Second, your integration blueprint from the planning phase. And third, all those microbenchmarks we collected in our previous lesson on scalability optimizations and deployment strategies. These 3 files, that's the whole shebang. They're your base ingredients.
Okay, Section 3, the scaffolding script.
Now here is our secret weapon to make this whole thing painless. Automation. Enter generate_doc.js. This is a beautifully simple Node.js scaffolding script. Instead of you sitting there manually copying and pasting data, this little script just ingests those 3 JSON artifacts we just talked about, and boom, it automatically spits out a fully structured markdown file. We're talking headers, bullet points, the works. To put that into perspective, just think about the alternative. On one hand, you have manual copying. It's painful, it's slow, and it is so error-prone. Literally one typo and a benchmark number could throw off your entire engineering team. No thanks. On the other hand, using a Node.js scaffolding script gives you lightning speed and absolute one-to-one accuracy. Your draft perfectly reflects your actual data. No fat-fingering numbers, no accidentally skipping an endpoint. It's a real game changer.
Let's roll into Section 4, the 3 pillars.
So how does this script actually build out the document? It relies on 3 core sections, or pillars, a concept we actually talk about a lot in other Forge College learning programs. Pillar number 1 is the architecture overview. When another developer reads this, they need to instantly understand your component ownership and failure domains. Basically, if piece A breaks, is piece B going down with it? You need a clear map showing exactly what your API gateway does, what the worker pool is handling, and all your external integration points.
Pillar number 2 is the scaling rationale. Now this is absolutely crucial. You can't just say, hey, we made the API super fast. You actually have to justify your trade-offs. You need to link a specific target, like a P95 latency SLO, directly to the runtime tuning knob you just did to hit it. And then you back it all up with empirical data from your tests. This transforms your doc from just, a list of opinions into a serious engineering-grade rationale.
And this is where the script really shines. It outputs this incredibly clean benchmark excerpt table directly into your document, giving you instant proof for that scaling rationale. It automatically maps the test, the metric, and the value straight from your JSON. So when a reviewer inevitably asks, hey, why did you go with that specific caching layer? You don't have to argue. You just point right to this table. The data speaks for itself.
The third and final pillar is the best practices outline. This is basically the survival guide for future maintainers and third-party integrators. It covers your integration patterns, your day-to-day operations like health checks, and any specific documentation requirements. It is an absolutely non-negotiable playbook for keeping your API running smoothly in a real-world production environment.
All right, Section 5, Passing the Inspection.
Your draft is generated, so now what? Now we run a lightweight, 5-minute internal review. Just a quick checklist to make sure we hit all the acceptance criteria before handing it off. 1. Does the file actually exist? Kind of important. 2. Is the deployment topology in there? 3. Are all your SLOs properly linked to optimization choices? 4. Is the benchmark evidence present? And 5. Are the best practices fully fleshed out? Just check them off. If you're all green, you're ready for the next step.
That next step is the 15-minute peer review swap. You hand your schematic over, and your peers are going to stress test it with real-world questions. They'll ask things like, hey, can you tell what handles rate limiting and why? Or maybe, which SLO would we miss if we went with the alternative database? If your teammate can answer those just by glancing at your draft, you nailed it. But if they're squinting and scratching their head, well, you know exactly where you need to go back and add some clarity.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 6, Next Steps.
So you survived the peer review. To get this completely finalized for your ultimate capstone build, that production-ready API architecture, you just have a few immediate action items. You'll need to update your benchmark artifacts with any new findings, fill in any missing integration fields that your peers pointed out, and prep that final visual deployment topology diagram. These are the final tweaks that elevate your work from a rough draft to a flawless, professional blueprint.
If you take nothing else away today, please remember this one golden rule. Connect every optimization claim to measurable benchmark evidence. I literally cannot emphasize this enough. It is the ultimate guardrail for writing robust technical docs. We all love having opinions on architecture, but hard, measurable evidence is what actually builds scalable APIs. Make it a habit for sure.
So, to wrap this all up, I'll leave you with a question. Are your JSON artifacts ready to become the final blueprint? Have you gathered up all your constraints, your integration rules, and your microbenchmarks? Because if you have, you are completely ready to generate a beautiful, data-driven architecture document. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Definitely head over to forge.college to dive deeper into Solana development and check out our other Web3 resources. Until next time, stay curious and keep building.